food is a right. What we are saying in our slogan or in our theme is food is a right. One is because it is entrenched in the International Human Rights Declaration, and also in our Constitution. It's the role of the government to ensure that there is adequate, sufficient, and culturally appropriate food that is available to the citizens. And eating is a vote. Eating is a choice because, one, when you go to the market, you have a choice to choose whether you are to take organically produced food, or you are to take food that is maybe as a very high level of minimum residue levels of chemicals and pesticides, which is in many cases is what is happening in our markets, as the study has shown.
The basis of our petition was a desktop research we did, led by the Root to Food initiative, and where we found out there were toxic ingredients in use in Kenya that are banned in Europe. Some of them were being produced cheaply in China and other countries, and were finding their way into Kenya. So when we took the petition to the Parliamentary Health Committee, led by Honorable Gladys Bosch-Sholei, the committee took our issue seriously, and we had several sessions even with the members of the various committees, health, agriculture, and even called various stakeholders, including the Pest Control and Products Board. And after those meetings, the Parliamentary Committee went forward and in October 2020 gave their recommendation. One of their recommendations was that the petitioners, who included the Biodiversity and Biosafety Association of Kenya, Kenya Organic Agriculture Network, Root to Food Initiative, and Resources-Oriented Development Initiatives, works with the Pest Control and Products Board and other regulators like KEPHIS and others to ensure that products that were identified to be causing cancer, to be carcinogenic, mutagenic, endocrine disruptors, and causing all these challenges with pollinators and aquatic animals, we should work with them to withdraw these products from the Kenyan market. Subsequently, we worked with local Kenyan scientists from various universities, University of Nairobi, Kenyatta University, University of Kabianga, and produced a dossier which submitted to the committee that was formed by the PCPB to look at ways to withdraw these toxic pesticides from the Kenyan market.
Even as we make this campaign and awareness on the toxic and the harmful inputs that we have in the market, we also want to inform our farmers and also all the stakeholders that there are alternatives that are available, that are safer and are able to sustain the food chains. So even before we can go to those harmful inputs, let us exhaust all the alternatives that we have, and I'm sure we are able to have safer production and be able to maintain the production levels that as a country we all are looking forward to.
The call to action for this campaign is to farmers to encourage them to use alternative production methods to avoid use of toxic pesticides. Call to action to agrovets and extension officers to be advising farmers accordingly so that we can all produce safe, nutritious food. And also to consumers so that they can also be demanding for safe food without toxic chemicals. And to the government that for those harmful toxic pesticides, they be withdrawn from the market, and also to have stricter regulations in terms of how these pesticides are used by farmers.